Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, no chat, but it feels so good to be back. I had some things I had to take care of, got a new job, but now I'm back ready to talk about our favorite characters in the Castlevania Nocturne series. Today's video is going to be specifically about Alucard. I have not had the chance to actually get around to him. I've talked about just about everybody who was like a major player except for Alucard. So if you're interested in learning more about him and just kind of my thoughts and opinions about how his character had grown throughout the last two seasons, please stick around. And of course, like always, please support the official release. It is on Netflix, 2 seasons of Nocturne, and then of course the 4 original Castlevania Netflix series that's available. So check that out. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So Alucard is of course son of Dracula. He is most likely the most powerful vampire in that particular universe, with the exception of vampires who maybe transited into that more of that godhood. But Alucard, like at base, is most likely the strongest vampire in the series and probably the strongest character in the series as a whole. That being said, Alucard, at least from season 1, we don't get to see him at all. He does not make his appearance until the final, I think, 2 minutes of the season, and that's when he came in and took Drolta out, which Drolta in season 1 was a complete menace that even Olrox was, I wouldn't say he was struggling with, but you know, she was holding it down. So the fact that Alucard was able to come in and take her out within a couple of seconds, granted it was a sneak attack, but even if he didn't sneak up on her, I don't think he would have struggled too much with her. So yeah, he comes in and he just kind of exudes aura, which you would expect the son of Dracula to do. His appearance has changed. He has more of a, I don't know, more of a regal, maybe pale kind of appearance, but I like it. At first I was like, oh, he looks a little weird, but I don't know, there's something about it that just kind of exudes, like I said, aura. Like he just, you know, my Bleach references, he just exudes spiritual pressure. So yeah, no, Alucard season 1, that's all we really get. We get that really cool quick scenario like, hey, I'm back, I'm here to help Richter for the, I think it was like the vampire minions that were working with Drolta. Like they just like skedaddled. They were like, yeah, we want no parts of that. But yeah, it did leave a lot of questions because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was about 200 to 300 years since the last time we saw Alucard. Somebody in the comments let me know the time frame. I want to say it was 200 or 300 years. I know there was some significant time had passed, and I'm curious as to what Alucard was up to during this time. You know, even with the first iteration of the Castlevania series, like him being alone and him not really being around his friends really took a toll on him mentally. So I'm curious, you know, after the centuries have gone by, like how is his mental health? But yes, y'all didn't come in here for a mental health check at Alucard. Y'all just want to know like what my thoughts are on going into season 2 of Nocturne. So season 2 of Nocturne, he's definitely a whole lot more proactive and a lot more engaged with the narrative. You don't really, for me, I didn't really get like a sense of like danger for Alucard. I didn't feel like, I feel like whoever he ran up against, whether it was Drolta, whether it was Ursabet, like I feel like he can handle them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really feel like he was out of his league, or if like, you know, we'd have to really worry about him getting beat up. It's such a different vibe compared to how it was with Dracula. I felt like Dracula, like y'all are in danger. Like Dracula is not to be trifled with. I'm not saying that Ursabet isn't scary, nor am I saying that Drolta wasn't scary. I think both of them definitely had presence about them, but there was just something about Alucard that just screamed like, yeah, he's just on a whole nother level. So season 2, we just kind of see him doing some investigations. We get some really cool scenes with him taking out vampires. Like that sword of his, gosh, I wish I had one. Like it's like a telekinetic, I don't know if his sword is sentient. Somebody let me know in the comments if it's sentient, but that sword just be doing its own thing, and it's so smooth. He makes killing look like an art form, almost like a dance. Clearly this is like an Alucard glaze session. But yeah, no, that's kind of what he does throughout season 2. He pops in when he needs, pops out. You know, going into like the big battle, again, I just don't feel like Alucard was in any like immediate danger against Ursabet and Drolta. Like you could just tell, like he's just there for like an insurance policy. And of course Richter gets the final kill against Drolta, but I feel like Alucard did a lot of the heavy lifting. And even when she, Jolta, you know that's my girl. But even when she like injured Alucard, I feel like they kind of had to handicap him a little bit just so Richter can get that final win. But yeah, I just don't feel like Alucard in season 2 of Nocturne really was like, who was really gonna try him, you know what I'm saying? That being said, like, can I say this without getting canceled? I feel like Alucard wasn't really necessary to drive the story. I almost think he would have been better as like a, almost like a myth, or like this unattainable figurehead that people mention and talk about, but I don't think he was actually necessary like for the fights or even like the dialogue. I feel like the core group was enough, but Alucard being introduced was an added treat. Maybe I'm alone in that. It's not that I don't like Alucard's character, I just feel like he is just so beloved and so kind of like outside of, what am I trying to say here, like he's like, who's gonna kill him? And I know that Alucard plays a huge role in the games. Now y'all know that I got really into the show after the show, like I really didn't play the games like that, but I know Alucard definitely plays like a pivotal role. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like if they maybe gave us a little bit more back story information on like what the heck he's been doing for the last couple centuries, maybe I'd be a little bit more invested into his character. But I feel like his send-off in the first Castlevania was enough, and I think anything after that is just an added bonus, it's an extra treat, but I don't think it's necessary to move the Nocturne plot along. So I don't know if we get a season 3. I'd be okay if Alucard took a step back, and it's kind of like a call me if you need me, call me if things get dire, call me if things get super desperate. So yeah, I don't know. I wish I had more to talk about with Alucard, but like he kind of, you know, he was like everyone's insurance policy, you know. He's like the guy that you call that's like super over leveled, overpowered in the video game, and you're like, hey, like I need help, come through and beat up this bad guy because I can't beat him. Like that's kind of what I feel like Alucard's role was. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, apologies for the month-long hiatus. I just had some things I got to take care of. I got a new job, had to get used to my new schedule, but I feel like this is going to be fine now. I can hop back on, start uploading content. We're not just going to do Castlevania. I'm going to be most likely doing Devil May Cry discussion videos very soon. I have not started watching the anime yet, but my roommates were watching it, and I was like in the kitchen and I saw them watching it and I said, "Ooh, that looks cool." So that might be my next venture. And I also I'm a huge Invincible fan. In addition to like these more I guess Americanized animated shows, I'm a big anime buff. Like you guys can see the posters in the background, like Naruto, Bleach. I really want to evolve my channel and start really discussing those videos. Also, and I think it's the left to me, that poster, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is Seto Kaiba, and I believe Obelisk, one of my good friends, just bought that for me. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was in the screen because the taste. So we like Yu-Gi-Oh too. But yeah, the sky's the limit with my channel. I just really want to just hop on, run my mouth, and I really appreciate you guys for listening to all the foolishness that comes out of my mouth. So stay tuned for more. I will add this to a playlist. Please watch it to your heart's content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.